We are live. Welcome to our market update. My name is Vinnie. This guy's David. Here's our phone numbers really quick before we have updated numbers of the market. And I guess even before we get there, what's going on with rates?
Well, I mean, for people that live under a rock, I mean, I'm not going to say that. That's actually bad. But this week has actually been a
Let's not offend
phenomenal.
the rock people.
Yeah, no offense to rock people because rock people are people too, and and so are dwarves and other things and trolls on the internet. But that's not important. So this week's actually been phenomenal so far. So let's just dive into a couple things and talk about it. Number one, everyone has heard about the tariffs. No one knows what to think about the tariffs. But the tariffs are actually great for the bond market. And anything that's great for the bond market is great for mortgage rates, which, as you can see, they've come completely down the entire week. Next, we had our basically job cuts were announced the other day. We had 275,000 jobs cut. Out of those, 216,000 were cut by Doge. Market doesn't know what to respond to that, but investors look at that as money being saved on US debt, which is also good for the bond market. Next, ADP came out with its jobs report that were added. The jobs report was supposed to add 105,000 jobs for last month. They added 155,000. So that's a good amount of difference, 50,000 more jobs than anticipated. Now, here's the interesting thing. The JOLTS report came out, which is the job openings report. Well, jobs openings reports fell from 7.76 million to 7.5 million, which is interesting because people go, well, there's more jobs added, but job openings, that's the jobs that are just being posted for people to come into work and start working. It fell. But right now, we're also at our lowest quit rate of people quitting their jobs since 2015. So what does that mean? It means people are looking at their current job and going, I kind of got it pretty good here working for the man called Vinnie, and he may be a slave driver, but he's still a nice guy and he pays me, so I'm going to stay. So all of this information combined went back to the bond market and lowered rates. And we have lower rates than we've had in a while today, as you kind of held that up right there. And those rates, pull that screen back up, Vinny. Those rates are for 90% of your retail lenders and your bankers, which have higher rates than other people. So you can even get way better than this. And yeah, today was a good day for mortgage rates. If you're in a contract for a house and you know when you're going to close and you know exactly what you're doing, your lender should have called you and locked in your rate. If they did not and they're gambling, well, there's always roulette. I guess you could, gamble on your mortgage payment. But overall, I mean, for home buyers today, this is very good for the home buying market. Sorry, that's a long story, but I wanted to put everything in there about why rates are coming down. And when those tariffs come into effect like they did, the data's come out that says 50-50 chance of housing recession right now. For those of you who are wondering, going, oh my gosh, housing recession. Well, that just means lower interest rates and better for housing. But
look at that jump from basically the peak of this year, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It's 30-year jumbo, 7.45 down to
look at that.
at 6.8. Gosh dang.
Well, the funny thing is when I priced out jumbos on Friday for the end of business day, I was at 6.5% APR, 6.6. But you can get even these rates here. You can get way better than this. But you're not gonna. These rates are good for people who are with retail lenders and banks.
Look at that! Look at the 5-year right there. You're at 6.1 right now, and this time right here, you're at 7.2. Gosh, dang.
No, there's big news this week. Like if you were sitting on the fence waiting for rates to come down, now's a better time for you.
Well, look at something interesting to factor in. So this brings up our next point: the median detached price, right? So the peak last year was April, May, 1,190,000, right, for the detached market. We're a little under that number right now as of last month, 81,000. Now the attached market hasn't caught up. I mean, we're still like 700,000. 680.
But there's more deals out there now, Vinny, than before. That deal, what was the one that we closed on recently with Jasmine? What was that price?
720. Detached house.
720. Detached house in great condition.
Yeah, that was
we got
too bad. So that was something. I mean, another thing to look at too is list to sold. And again, this is the median, right?
Let's take a look.
Detached.
Ooh,
right, 100%. Right.
We haven't had that in a while.
Market, I mean, a little under it.
Well, go back to that dip back here. Go back to the dip when you're at 98%, and then go back even further to this other dip back here. Go right down there. Let's see that one. What is that? 2022.
That means, but that was off of the peak. I mean, because we got to look at it, and you can see the same thing with values, right? Same thing with values, right? So, kind of a 2002. Where kind of uncertainty was kind of happening, and then we started going back up, and then a little bit down, and then I mean it's just last year now back up.
You know what, Vinny? I have a question for you. Could you time the market perfectly and tell me when the bottom is, please?
Oh, I wish I had that ability.
Me too. So does Warren Buffett and a lot of other people. So for those of you who've been watching us now for a while, you notice the list of sold went from 97, 98, 99. Now we're up to 100%. So that means people are pricing properties better than they have before. And there's more people entering the market because rates are coming down. And if you're one of those people that's still waiting for the whole real estate industry to implode, you know, God bless you, because I don't see that coming.
No.
Yeah. Which maybe I'm wrong, but overall, it's like the coin flip right now is the recession, where it's 50% priced in, and it is going to really depend on these tariffs and how, you know, who plays chicken and who doesn't play chicken, if they're enforced, if they're not enforced. This could be a lot of temporary pain for consumers, those tariffs, but in a year from now, when you've earned a lot more money and you can put money back into pay for Social Security that's scheduled to go broke in 2035, maybe things will think differently. But this is big logic thinking.
So you got Marv over here. What about getting a bridge loan?
I think it's a great idea. You can do them. They're great ideas right now. The interest rates came down on those as well. Same with HELOCs and seconds. All of those rates came down as well. A lot of this. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
A lot of those seconds right now. A lot of people are doing those bridge loans because nobody wants to go through, you know, the pain of selling and buying simultaneously with the houses, because that's tough unless you have a really good agent, and even then it's still tough. I got to put that out there.
I mean, so something that I was talking to my team about this morning, the move down buyers, right? The people that have a house that want to get a condo. This is probably the perfect storm right now. Because the attached market, I mean, it's not as hot now. It's all relative, right? You're still talking about 99%, right? But there's more inventory that's been trickling up in the attached market compared to the detached market. The detached market is starting getting hotter and hotter. So it could be a good value to get a higher price in your detached property and then purchase a condo. That's just a food for thought. If you're thinking about downsizing, it could be actually a really good time for you to look into the market.
Are you renovating behind you, Vinny? It looks like you're in the middle of a renovation project there.
No, that's going to be some different colors of pink. This is going to be a nursery.
Oh, I was hoping you're going to do your office pink just to get in touch with your more feminine side.
You know what? That's a great idea. That is a fantastic. Please text below. What color should I choose? 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you guys. Try to keep it under 10 minutes. Please reach out, subscribe, reach out with any kind of questions that we can help out with. See you guys.